Swan.
So here we are at Yasukuni Shrine. It's a fairly controversial cultural event today. Yasukuni Shrine, for those that don't know, is where the it's like a shrine for those soldiers that died in World War II, including some war criminals. So it's actually a bit controversial, and the former Prime Minister Koizumi used to come here, and there was a lot of hubbub about that, like, oh, should he not? So yeah, fairly interesting. A good deal of history is here, so I'm really excited to check it out.
6 cameras and that. Oh
Oddly enough, there's also a flea market here today, which is something that I was not expecting. That's pretty neat, but also a bit strange because I thought this was supposed to be a shrine. The cassette tapes at Yasukuni Shrine. Apparently the flea market part is actually not a main fixture of this. It's only here on rare occasions, but yeah, it was pretty neat that we got to see it. And there's a lot of neat stuff, from everything from samurai swords to vinyl records. As is the norm with shrines in Japan, there's a little purification area that you have to go to first before you actually enter the shrine, wash your hands and whatnot. So we're going to do that right now. So now we're actually in the physical shrine itself. The process for cleansing yourself is you pour water in your both hands, and then you actually drink water from your hands and spit it out. Which is fairly interesting. But now my hands are all wet, but that's okay. It was a fun time. It's actually free to get into the shrine, but there's a 500 yen charge to get into the museum. So it's a fairly cheap little day trip, and it's quite nice. It's very beautiful. Lots of nice scenery to take in, and a good deal of culture. To be honest, I wasn't sure, how I would feel being here, what Japanese people would think of an American being here, obviously, with the amount of history behind the place. But so far, everyone's been pretty good about it, and I think, it's a good learning experience, definitely, so I recommend it. It's actually fairly odd to see all of the old temples and whatnot with these very modern museum buildings here. An interesting, juxtaposition, but certainly very cool indeed, and we're about to go in there. In addition to all of the soldiers that died, they also have little memorials for the war dogs, war horses, and war pigeons. So, very, very cool indeed. Yeah, as you can see, you're not allowed to take pictures in the main part of the museum, but you can take pictures in the first room, which is pretty neat because that's where they got the planes and the tanks and everything that they used in the war. Really fascinating to see it all in person. Very nice experience indeed.
Really easily, like you
have to catch it, that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Could outturn.
I just want to go in there and pretend to be on.
Okay, so we just got done going to the museum, and it becomes quite apparent how controversial the shrine actually is, because you have so many different views of history. The Japanese version, Korean version, Chinese version, American version, I don't know, I did get a bit emotional in there, seeing all the different, faces of the people who died and everything. So, definitely it's not, the most happy of places, but I think it's good to see all sides of the story and to, see the different perceptions of events. So yeah, Yasukuni Shrine, very interesting, and we'll see you next time.